all the parents and teachers and staff. Once again, today we are doing our Title I annual meeting. And to start off, we're going to talk about the purpose of today's meeting. Okay, as you can see, the purpose of today's meeting is to inform parents and family members of the Title I program and all of its requirements. Now, the purpose is to provide all children significant opportunity to receive a fair, equitable, and high-quality education and to close educational achievement gaps. So exactly what is Title I? Title I are supplemental federal funds that will help the school to meet the educational needs of the low-achieving students in high-poverty schools. In order to qualify as Title I schools, the school must have a poverty ranking of at least 45%. Now, the title ranking is based upon the eligible meal applications, which means that our meal applications are extremely important, and I will be discussing that later on in the presentation. Now, one of the requirements as a Title I school is that we must have a school site council, an SSC. Our SSC consists of teachers, parents, community members, and staff members here at White Middle School. And the SSC is the decision-making council for all federally funded programs. As a Title I school, we are also required to have a parent-family engagement component. And basically, that means that LAUSD, the central and local and the community schools will will explain to you exactly how the school will make sure that parents and families are engaged in their child's education. We will do that by offering, along with SSC, we will have parent workshops, we will have the ELAC component, and other volunteer opportunities. The district has created a 2021 Parent-Student Handbook. You may locate that online, but if you would like a hard copy, one could be made available if you just stop by our main office. Now, the purpose of the school parent and family engagement policy is to tell the parents how the school will support them during the school year. Once the SSC is established, the SPFEP, which is the school parent and family engagement policy, will be developed, approved, and posted on our school website. Now, I mentioned, as a Title I school, we are required to have our annual Title I meeting. We are required to have our school parent family engagement policy. We are also required to have flexible number of meetings. So we will have back to school night, open house meetings at times that are convenient for the majority of our parents. We will also offer workshops on curriculum and assessment, opportunities to request regular meetings. We will create a school parent compact, which is a part of the school parent and family engagement policy. And we will have trainings for staff and parents so that we can work on partnering together to help our students. Now, parents and family members, you are our partners. We want to work with you to ensure all students are college prepared and career ready. Together, we can accomplish this goal. So that pretty much wraps up everything regarding Title I. If you have any questions, you may contact our principal, Marva Woods, as well as myself, Sandra Clary. Our email addresses are on the next slide. And if there are no further questions, or if everybody doesn't have any questions, please, I want to remind you to please complete your meal applications. As I said earlier in the presentation, the number of eligible meal applications determines the amount of federal funds that we receive here at White Middle School. So please, Go to our school webpage, click on More Than a Meal, and it will direct you straight to the application. At this time, I am placing a Google link in the chat box area. If you could please take a few moments to complete the Google link that allow me to have record of your attendance. And if any of you are interested in being a part of SSC or volunteering here at White, you will have an opportunity to indicate that in the Google form. Again, I would like to say thank you for attending, and I will now pass the meeting to Nancy Bell, our EL designee. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Clary. Hi, everyone. My name is Ms. Bell, and I am going to be the EL designee and the college and career coach at Stephen White this year. The first part of our meeting today is going to be on the ELAC, the English Learner Advisory Committee overview, and then we're going to look at a short video about the master plan options. So our two actual outcomes today are to describe the ELAC functions and compositions. As Ms. Clary mentioned, it's a part of giving recommendations to the school site council, and we're going to describe the master plan options as well. The minimum ELAC composition requirement has to be 51%. And so our parents who decide they would like to participate in the program, we need to ensure that our EL students are represented by those parents. So the portion of our membership would be 51% of EL students that attend Stephen White. And the other portion can be non-EL parents. The next question is, can the parents of RFEP students participate in ELAC? And the question to that is yes. It's been expanded from 2 years to 4 years. So if you have a student at Stephen White Middle School who was in the EL program, but they reclassified within the last 4 years, you also may participate on the ELAC committee. One of the functions of ELAC is for the parents to look at the school data of our students, our EL students, and to look at the mandated areas that ELAC oversees. And based on those two ideas, we write recommendations to the school site council about different programs, interventions, parent workshops, different ways that we can help our community and our students at Stephen White achieve academic success. The areas that ELAC oversees are the importance of regular school attendance, the language census, the single plan for student achievement, the comprehensive needs assessment, and the English Learner Master Plan. And we will be meeting during our ELAC time to formulate different recommendations based on these 5 mandated areas. So in overview, our committee members, they must be the parents of our EL students. That could be a current EL student as well as an RFEP student within the last 4 years. An ELAC officer cannot be an employee of the Los Angeles Unified School District. A member of ELAC may only hold one position or officer position at a time. And the officers cannot serve at 2 schools at one time. So it needs to be one school if they have children at another LA Unified school. The responsibilities of the ELAC officers are to perform the duties and responsibilities of their elected office, to actively participate in our agenda planning meetings, and include information about the district's master plan for English learners on our agendas. The next item on the PowerPoint is just an overview brochure of the different programs that LA Unified has for English learners. You can see that the first item on the brochure is the dual language program, which is a 2-way program. And the second one in green is the dual language 1-way program. Then we have our newcomer program in blue and our LTEL accelerated program for our long-term English learners is in the purple. Yellow is the LEAP program, and our lastly in orange is the mainstream English program. This is the same brochure in Spanish, and we're going to be watching a brief video on this in just a moment.
Hello, parents and guardians of LA Unified students. The Los Angeles Unified School District provides 6 different instructional program options tailored to meet the diverse needs of English learners at the secondary level. As a parent of an English learner, you have the right to choose the instructional program that will best help your child learn the English language and to have academic success. Here's a short introduction. Program 1. In the dual language two-way immersion program, English learners and native speakers of English will be in the classroom together. This program is designed for students who have previously been in a two-way immersion program. At the secondary level, students will have a minimum of 2 periods in the target language. The goal for the students is to achieve bilingualism, biliteracy, and academic proficiency in both languages. Program 2. In the dual language one-way immersion program, English learner students of the target language will have a minimum of 2 periods in their primary language. The goal is to achieve academic proficiency in 2 languages and bilingualism and biliteracy. Program 3. In the secondary English learner newcomer program, English learner students new to the country learn grade-level content in the student's primary language for the first year in the U.S. as they learn English. The goal is for students to achieve academic and English proficiency. Program 4. The Language and Literacy in English Acceleration Program, formerly known as the Structured English Immersion Program, is for English learners who are beginning to learn English. Here, all English learners learn the California Content Standards in English. But in this program, students receive specially designed English instruction. Nearly all instruction is in English. The student's primary language is only used to check for understanding and for clarification. The goal is to develop English language proficiency and academic proficiency in all subjects. Program 5. The Accelerated Learning Program for Long-Term English Learners is a program for English learners who have been in the U.S. for 6 years or more and have not yet reclassified. Students receive accelerated English language literacy instruction aimed to help them reclassify. The goal is for students to achieve academic and English proficiency. Program 6. The Mainstream English program is designed for English proficiency students and English learners with reasonable fluency, which is determined by a child's score on the English Language Proficiency Assessment. In this program, students learn standards-based academic content in grade-level academic English. English learners who have less than reasonable fluency in English may also participate in this program by parental request. It is important for you, the parent, to know that the most important goal of all these different programs is for students to achieve academic proficiency in English. So in review, LA Unified offers 1. Dual Language Two-Way Immersion Program, 2. Dual Language One-Way Immersion Program, 3. Secondary English Learner Newcomer Program with primary language instruction. 4. Language and Literacy in English Acceleration Program. 5. Accelerated Learning Program for Long-Term English Learners. 6. Mainstream English Program. If your program option is not presently available at your child's school or you need more information, please speak with the school's EL designee or principal.
Thank you again for attending our ELAC overview and our master plan options meeting. There will be a link in the chat for the attendance. So if you could please take a moment and fill out the information so we have a record of who attended. If there's any questions, please feel free to email the school or myself. And I believe Ms. Witz is coming back to end our webinar. Thank you again for attending.
So thank you for joining us. I just want to remind you, in the chat, there is a Google sign-in sheet. And so it's important for us to know that you're here. We can see your names, but if you could click the link for the Google sign-in sheet, we would love to have you sign in so we can make sure that we are able to keep a file, that we know we've held the meeting and that you participated. So again, thank you for your attendance. I know this is a short meeting, but do know we appreciate you giving your time up and joining us, and have a great Monday.